The story begins not with noise, but with a quiet moment that slowly captured the attention of fans across the entertainment world. When Zhang Linghe spoke about Yu Menglong, it wasn't framed as a headline-grabbing statement or a calculated move for publicity. Instead, it felt deeply personal, almost reflective, as though he was acknowledging something far greater than fame or success. There was a sincerity in his tone that immediately stood out. In an industry often driven by competition and comparison, genuine admiration can sometimes feel rare. Yet what Zhang Linghe expressed wasn't just admiration. It was respect shaped by observation, experience, and understanding of what it takes to endure. Yu Menglong's career has never been a straightforward climb. His journey has been marked by persistence, moments of doubt, and an unwavering commitment to his craft. For many who have followed his path, his story represents resilience in its purest form, the kind that doesn't always make headlines but leaves a lasting impact. When Zhang Linghe reflected on Yu Menglong's journey, he wasn't simply listing achievements. He was recognizing the emotional and professional weight behind them. It's easy to celebrate success, but it takes a deeper awareness to honor the struggle that comes before it. The entertainment industry can be unforgiving. Trends shift rapidly, public attention is fleeting, and the pressure to remain relevant is constant. Within this environment, longevity becomes a silent victory, and Yu Menglong's continued presence speaks volumes about his determination. Zhang Linghe's words suggested that he sees beyond the surface. He understands that behind every role, every appearance, and every performance lies a story of endurance. This perspective adds a layer of authenticity to his admiration, making it resonate more strongly with audiences. There is also a generational aspect to this moment. Zhang Linghe, representing a newer wave of actors, acknowledging someone like Yu Menglong, highlights a bridge between different eras of the industry. It's a reminder that influence is not always loud, sometimes it's carried quietly through example. Fans quickly picked up on this dynamic. Discussions began to circulate, not just about the individuals themselves, but about what this moment represents. It became a conversation about respect, legacy, and the importance of recognizing those who paved the way. Yu Menglong's legacy is not defined solely by his roles, but by the consistency of his presence. He has remained committed to his path even when circumstances were less than ideal. That kind of perseverance often goes unnoticed until someone takes the time to acknowledge it. Zhang Linghe's reflection did exactly that. It brought attention to the unseen layers of Yu Menglong's career, encouraging audiences to look beyond the obvious and appreciate the depth of his journey. In many ways, this moment also reveals something about Zhang Linghe himself. To recognize and articulate such respect requires humility. It shows that he values growth not just as an individual pursuit, but as something influenced by those around him. This humility is significant. In an industry where image often takes precedence, moments of genuine acknowledgement can reshape how audiences perceive an artist. Zhang Linghe's words added dimension to his public persona, presenting him as thoughtful and grounded. The idea of legacy is often associated with long-established figures, but what makes Yu Menglong's story compelling is how it continues to evolve. His resilience is not confined to the past, it remains an active part of his present. Zhang Linghe's perspective captures this ongoing narrative. He doesn't speak of Yu Menglong as someone whose impact is complete, but as someone whose journey still holds meaning and relevance. There is also an emotional undertone to this acknowledgement. It feels less like a formal tribute and more like a quiet appreciation shared between artists who understand the demands of their profession. Moments like these often resonate because they reflect something universal. The idea of recognizing someone who has endured challenges, who has stayed committed despite obstacles, is something people from all walks of life can relate to. For fans, this interaction became more than just a passing comment. It transformed into a lens through which they could re-evaluate Yu Menglong's career and appreciate it from a new perspective. It also sparked conversations about how success is defined. Is it measured by visibility, or by the ability to remain steadfast in the face of change? Yu Menglong's journey suggests the latter, and Zhang Linghe's acknowledgement reinforces that idea. In the broader context of the entertainment world, such moments contribute to a culture of respect. They remind audiences and artists alike that behind every public figure is a human story shaped by effort and resilience. Zhang Linghe's words carried a sense of gratitude, even if indirectly. It was as though he was acknowledging the influence that Yu Menglong's perseverance has had on others, including himself. This influence is not always visible, but it is deeply felt. It exists in the choices younger actors make, in the standards they set for themselves, and in the way they navigate their own careers. Yu Menglong's story becomes a reference point, a reminder that success does not have to be immediate to be meaningful. It can be gradual, built over time through consistent effort. Zhang Linghe's recognition of this fact adds depth to the conversation. It shifts the focus from momentary achievements to long-term dedication, encouraging a more nuanced understanding of success. There is also a subtle sense of continuity in this moment. It suggests that the values embodied by Yu Menglong, resilience, persistence, and commitment, are being carried forward by a new generation. This continuity is important because it ensures that these values remain relevant in an ever-changing industry. It creates a sense of stability amidst constant transformation. Zhang Linghe's acknowledgment can be seen as a passing of respect rather than a passing of the torch. It's not about replacing one figure with another, but about recognizing the interconnectedness of their journeys. For Yu Menglong, this moment serves as a reminder that his efforts have not gone unnoticed. Even if recognition comes quietly, it carries significant weight when it is genuine. For Zhang Linghe, it reinforces his identity as an artist who values authenticity. His willingness to express respect openly sets a tone that others may follow. The audience, in turn, becomes part of this exchange. They witness not just a statement, but a moment of understanding between two individuals who share the same space yet have walked different paths. This shared understanding is what makes the moment impactful. It transcends the specifics of the industry and speaks to a broader human experience. In a world where attention often shifts quickly, moments of sincerity have a lasting effect. They linger in the minds of audiences, shaping how stories are remembered. Zhang Linghe's reflection on Yu Menglong is one such moment. It doesn't rely on spectacle or drama. Instead, it draws its strength from authenticity. As time passes, this moment may not be remembered as a major event, but its significance lies in what it represents. It's a quiet affirmation of respect, resilience, and the enduring value of perseverance. Ultimately, the story is not just about two individuals. It's about the connection between them, the recognition of shared struggles, and the acknowledgement of what it takes to endure. And in that sense, Zhang Linghe's tribute to Yu Menglong becomes more than just words. It becomes a reflection of the values that continue to shape the industry, reminding everyone that true legacy is built not just on success, but on the strength to keep going.